say that June is going to be busy this year is an absolute understatement. This is probably going to be the busiest month in Premier Events history. So we're going to have a quick tour around the office, see what each department's getting up to, what they're working on. Obviously, a lot of our jobs are signed by an NDA, so we can't give specific details, but to give you a bit of an insight into the work that goes on in the background, let's go see what everyone's doing. First of all, we're going to catch up with DMS. They're the office next to mine, so easy one to start with. Let's go see what they are getting on with. Oh, well, it appears that June has already started for the DMS team as nobody is in. They're all out on events with the kiosks, super busy, and it's already started. We are currently on the 28th of May and their busy June has already begun. So we're going to catch up next with event management, see what they're working on. So at the moment, everybody in event management is on a call. So we're going to have to come back and see what they are getting up to a little bit later on. So, Joe, do you want to start by telling us what you're currently working on for June? What's this fancy work you've got on your computer? What's going on? How are you preparing and getting ready for what is set to be one of the busiest months, probably, of all time?
Sure. So at the moment, I'm just going through my CAD designs. So for every large project, we'll draw it all out into either Vectorworks or AutoCAD, create a floor plan. And what I'm doing now is I'm just going back through and adding sort of all of the little details for the departments so that when we get to site, everyone's got a nice printed plan and they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, so I'm working on a RAMS document for the first event I've got in June. So that's the risk assessment and method statement, just to make sure everybody's safe on site, make sure that everything's all covered from a health and safety point of view.
Perfect. And you can't tell us which client it is that you're working with, can you?
Absolutely not, NDAs.
Yeah, the dreaded word when it comes to social media. Thank you very much, Dan. Cheers for that.
No problem.
Yeah, so we're just starting to prep all the AV kit ready for June. We've got one of the big jobs out there, and then we've got another job that's going out on the 2nd of June there. So we're just starting to get ready for the big events coming up in June.
And those two jobs there, how much are they like sort of half the work that we've got going on?
Oh no, that's like 5–10% of the work. June's just rammed from top to bottom. Turnaround of kit is going to be massive. Pretty much all the way through June. We're prepping 7 till 7 and nearly every weekend. So
we are now going back to event management, see what the guys are up to, see if they finished their busy calls and can tell us a little bit more about what is going on in the prep for June.
June is really busy, so I'm just working on various different things. I've got a working doc on the go. I've been through that with the teams. They know they're all prepped and what they're doing, keeping up with client inboxes, making sure every exhibitor, every delegate's dealt with in the best way possible.
And are you going to any of the events happening next month?
Yes, lots. At least 10 to 12.
10 to 12 days.
Got the first one next week, so that's 3 days out. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
At the moment I'm on calls with a lot of the clients, finalising all the details, as well as also manning the inboxes for all the events. So all the brands, if they have any queries, they can put their questions through the inbox and just making sure that they're feeling prepared as well ahead of the event.
So as you can tell, everybody is super busy ahead of next month. We thought we'd give you a little insight as to what goes on behind the scenes here at Premier Events. We hope you enjoyed and we'll be catching up again with you after June Mayhem.